Hello there. This video is all about revising the skill of adding numbers which have more than 4 digits. So here's the problem. We have film 1 and film 2. Film 1, as you can see, had 21,630 views, and film 2 had 19,175 views. We need to find out what is the total number of views for both films. Okay, so here are those two numbers again, 19,175 and 21,630. And I've represented those two numbers on my place value chart. At the top, I have 1 10 of 1,000. I have 9,000, 100, 7 tens and 5 units. And I have 2 tens of thousands, 1,000, 600, 3 tens and no units. So I'm now going to add those up using my column addition on my squared paper. I'm going to remember to use 1 digit per square, and I need to remember to line my digits up according to their place value. So we have 19,175 and we have 21,630. Okay, so using my place value chart, we always start with the units. We can see here that we have 5 units added to no units, which is nice and simple, 5. Tens column now, we have 7 tens and we need to add that to 3 tens. Now something different will need to happen here. 7 tens add 3 tens is 10 tens altogether. Now once we have 10 tens in the tens column, something needs to happen that's different. We now need to carry our 10 tens, which is 100, into the hundreds column. And this column here will gain the extra 100. And we will end up with no tens in the tens column. So 7 tens add 3 tens is 10 tens altogether, which is 100. So we carry the 100 into the hundreds column, and there will now be no tens left in the tens column because we've carried them over. Okay, let's look at the hundreds column now. We have 100 added to the 600, but we also need to remember this extra 100 that we carried over. 100 add 600, add another 100 is 800. Now let's look at the thousands column. We have 9,000 plus another 1,000, which is 10,000 altogether. And again, we need to do something different here. Once we get to 10,000 in the thousands column, we need to carry that over into the 10,000 column, so that this column over here will gain an extra 10,000, and there'll be no thousands left in the thousands column. So 9,000, add another 1,000 is 10,000, carry the 10,000 here, no thousands left in the thousands column. And the last one, we have 1 10,000 here, another 3 down here. We had an extra 1 that we carried, so that's 40,000 altogether. So the answer is 40,805. Okay, we're going to do another problem now. I'm going to set the problem out for you. Then you can pause the video and have some time to see if you can work it out. So have a pen and paper ready, and then I'll go through the answers with you. So let's set the problem out for you. Now you might need to think carefully about what happens you get to 10 of anything in any column. So think about what we did in the problem that came before. Pause the video, have a go at working it out yourself, and then I'll talk you through how to do it. Okay, so we need to start with the units column first. I'm going to highlight the section I'm working on. So we have 7 and 4. 7 and 4 is 11. So I need to carry the 10 from the 11 into the tens column and 1 unit up here. Looking at the tens column now, 6 tens added to 1 10 is 7 tens. Add the extra 10 that we carried over, and that's 8 tens. Looking at the hundreds column now, we have 500 add 400, which is 900. Looking at the thousands, we have 1000 added to 8000, which is 9000. And then the tens of thousands, we just have one of those. So the answer should be 19,981. Well done if you got it right. If you didn't, have a think about where you went wrong. Okay, I'm going to give you another 2 problems to try all on your own now. So I'm going to set them out for you, and you can pause the video and have a go. Okay, pause the video, off you go. Okay, I'm going to now talk very quickly through the answers. So the left hand side first, starting with the units. 5 units add 4 units is 9. Looking at the tens column, 7 tens add 3 tens is 10 tens, which is 100. So I need to carry that into the hundreds, and I'll be left with no tens in the tens column. Hundreds column, 100 add 300, add in the extra 100 here, 500. Looking at the thousands now, 9,000 added to 2,000 is 11,000. So I need to carry 10,000 here and then the extra 1,000 here, which makes 11,000 altogether. And then the tens of thousands column, 3 tens of thousands added to 4 tens of thousands, add the extra 1 tens of thousands, which is 8 tens of thousands altogether, 81,509. Now to the right hand side, starting with the units, 4 units added to no units is 4 units, 2 tens added to no tens is 2 tens, 700 added to 100 is 800, 8,000 added to 4,000 is 12,000. So we need to carry the 10,000 and then 2,000 in the thousands column, and then the tens of thousand, 10,000, 2 tens of thousands, and another 10,000 here, or tens of thousands, which is 40,000, 42,824. Okay, last couple of questions now to finish off. This time you're going to see if you can spot my mistakes, because if you truly understand something, you can spot the mistakes in what someone else does. Here is the problem. Katie works out 83,175 added to 4,362. I'm going to set that out, and I want you to see where I've gone wrong. So watch me work out the answers now. Pause the video, see if you can think about where I went wrong. Okay, the mistake I made was that when I added the 4,362, I forgot to line up my digits according to their place value. So the 4 here represents 4,000. So actually the 4 that I've written in my problem here, I have put in the wrong column. I've put it in the tens of thousands column. I'm going to now show you how that should have been set out. I should have put the 4 here. Because then I have my units, my tens, my hundreds, my thousands, and my tens of thousands here. So added together, I won't draw the line. 5 and 2 units is 7 units. 7 tens add 6 tens is 13 tens, or 130. 300 add 100 is 400. Adding the extra 100 here, 500. 4,000 add 3,000 is 7,000. And then 8 tens of thousands. So the answer should be 87,537. And the last problem now, I'm going to again set out another calculation. I'm then going to solve it and you're going to see if you can spot where I went wrong. Okay, I'm going to start adding those up now. Look carefully. Pause the video, see if you can work out where I went wrong. Okay, let's go through it together. Let's look at the tens column first. Sorry, the units column. 0 add 5. I've made a mistake there, and it's a common mistake that people make. Remember that when you have 5 and you add nothing, the answer is still 5. 6 tens add 3 tens is 9 tens, so that's fine. 900 add 200 is 1100 or 1100, so I've carried the 1000 into the thousands column, so that's fine. Looking at the thousands columns, 3000 added to 2000 is 5000, but I've forgotten to add in the extra 1000 too, so that should be 6000 here. And then 5 tens of thousands added to 3 tens of thousands is 8 tens of thousands, so the answer should be 86,195. Well done if you spotted all those mistakes, and thank you for joining me.